Hey guys, it's Coach Sullivan here. We're going to go over scaling your workout, especially if you're just beginning the workout process. This can be relatively challenging. So I want to make sure that people are doing what it takes to set their workout up in such a way that they're actually going to follow through. That's the hard part. So people have a hard time with consistency in a workout because it's such a lifestyle change. And a lifestyle change is something that's very difficult for people to do. I have a saying, you can only count on people to do what they're already doing. And that's just the way the world works when it comes to health and fitness. So, in the BOA system here at FuseBox, what I try to get people to do in the first place is just do a singular set, kind of the failure or discomfort if they're really out of shape. Maybe we can do 3 or 4 lighter sets to failure as long as we're not making them too sore the next day. That's not going to help people want to come back in. And if you make them feel uncomfortable, what's going to end up happening is people tend to start avoiding you in an effort to justify the way that they're currently living, while at the same time understanding that something significant needs to change in order for them to live a long and healthy life. So when we're talking about scaling your workout, let's talk about reps and sets and what I would advise. First and foremost, starting out with one long set that you can do, like on a bench press right here, that's great. Just kind of do your 10 reps, move on to the next thing, maybe your dumbbell presses, maybe your flies, all right? Move on to some curls, whatever. We have this 2-week period where we kind of need to work the weeds out of your system, kind of get the sore out so we can start getting on to an intelligent set. And the one that I would like people to do is what I call the scaled variable 2. Now, what this is going to be, it's going to be 2 weeks heavy, 2 weeks lighter. And what I mean by heavy and light is, what I ask people to do is give me a single rep max on all the major events that we have in the system. With that single rep max, I'm looking for 80, 70, 60%, these numbers that will be prescribed. For the first 2 weeks, I ask people to go 70, 80% of their 1 rep max in the rep count that I give them. And then we're going to drop down after that 2 weeks, and we're going to go a little lighter. So we might go down to 60 or 50%, depending upon their physical health, and allow their body to recover and continue to grow in the process, because the androgen system may not work on everybody really well for more than 2 weeks at a time. So what I try to get people to do is go kind of heavy and then kind of back off. All right, now that being said, we move on from there often enough into what I call step loading. And step loading is where we're going to find out those same numbers, and then we're going to do 80% of it for a month. All right, so depending upon how your body reacts, you might have to go into a variable or into a step. And so that's really up to an individual. The best one, guys, is really the one that works for you. So if a variable works because you're in here so much that you need to force yourself to time down, great. But if you're like me and you kind of just patch in when you can, when you own a gym, you rarely get a chance to work out, you can go ahead and do a flat step load, because I'm only in here for so many hours a day where I can actually pay attention to myself. So when you're setting up your workouts and you're really working on scaling things to fit your needs, remember, the best workout plan is the plan that you will stick to, and that's important. Now, just creating a skillless workout program is not what I call balanced, and it's not what I encourage. So weightlifting is great on its own, running is good on its own, martial arts are great on their own. What we want to do is combine the 3 of them to some degree that works for you. All right? So you have a skilled workout. And at the end of this, not only are you in great shape, but you also have a skill you can pass on or use to protect your current life and family. Guys, this is Coach Sullivan of FuseBox Sambo 1 and BOA Systems here in Westminster, Colorado. Look for us. We're already in the south of Denver and Centennial. We're up here in the north, and we're heading to Nebraska soon. So we'll have these 3 locations set up right up near the Lewis and Clark Reservoir. So I'll let you know the city once we get all that figured out. Guys, look for us. We'll be around to help you reach your goals. Bye-bye.